Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Zedlo's Kitchen. Today I am making pork chops with some caramelized onions, some rice, and I'm thinking either broccoli or Brussels sprouts. One of the two. Sorry, that's my blinds. But yeah, let's get to cooking. Alright, so first off I have some pork chops here. Now these are boneless. There's 3 of them, as you can see. Oops, as I spill, you can see the nice. It's a nice thickness. I mean, I think these look pretty good already. If you want, you can trim some of the fat, depending. But I think I'm gonna leave it on. So what we're gonna do is we're going to season this before we get it into our pan. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're going to put some black pepper on these, just like that. We're gonna do a little bit of onion powder, garlic powder, and some garlic salt. Okay. We're also going to be using some smokehouse maple. It's going to give us a nice, almost barbecue taste to it. It's a little sweet, little, smoky. So we're just going to add this to our pork chops as well. And then we're just going to I'm going to just push it down to make sure it's in. Now with thick pork chops like this, you can actually poke them and have the seasoning get into the pork chops. Totally up to you though. I didn't because I just thought of it, but that's all right. But I know that is something that I've done in the past. So again, we're just gonna some garlic salt, which I am running low on, some garlic powder, onion powder, some pepper, a little more, and then our smokehouse seasoning. Now the smokehouse seasoning has, smokehouse seasoning has salt, sugar, brown sugar, molasses, garlic, onion, spices, including paprika and chili pepper, orange peel, red bell pepper, maple syrup, and that's about it. With, the ingredients, some other stuff that, you really don't want to be in there, but that's fine, for color and all that stuff. So, not to worry. So, if you wanted to, you could literally just use this, but I always have to do my spices. So now we are going to get these in a pan. And fun fact, I do not use oil when I cook these. I use butter. Don't know why. I just always felt like butter was a better choice. But I mean, if you want a nice crispiness, use oil. This, I'm just going to use butter. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut my onion. Now, I just washed my knife because I cut open the bag of pork chops. So I'm going to cut my onion into, you could really do whatever you'd like. Since we're caramelizing them, we're not going to do dice, but, if you wanted to do circle onions or circle chopped, or what I'm going to do half chopped, whatever you like. It's gonna cook down of it anyway, so I'm gonna cut them just like this, about maybe half an inch. Just thick, because they're gonna cook down, and that's what we want. We want them nice and caramelized. So let's go ahead and peel this off. All right, and again, we're just gonna I love caramelized onions. It's just they're so good, and they smell delicious when they're cooking in the butter, and just watching them shrink is quite satisfying. So now I'm gonna put this in a bowl, let this sit to the side because we're gonna cook our pork chops, and while halfway through, then we're gonna throw in our onions and just kind of let them do its thing. All right, so in our pan, we're gonna add in our butter. Like that, we're gonna kind of move it around. And we're gonna cook our pork chops. Now, I know it takes a while for you to caramelize onions, but I really want the flavor of the pork chops within the onions as well. So we're gonna cook our pork chops first. So we're gonna let this go and kind of melt down before we put our pork chops in. All right, so this is going good, as you can see. So we're gonna get our pork chops in. Now these are thick pork chops, like I said. So they're gonna take a little while to cook. Another thing that you can do with these, since it's almost grilling season, you can grill these as well. They will be nice and have that nice grill taste to it, have those nice grill marks, be beautiful. But I don't have my grill out right now, so I'm doing this instead. But I will say it already smells heavenly in here. All right, so as you can see, our pork chops are doing well. And you can see the nice golden crisp color we have. That is what we are looking for. It looks so good. And now we're just gonna let the other side do its thing, and we'll be back. All right, so now we're gonna add in about a third of a butter. So I'm just gonna go ahead, like that. Our pork chops are looking good. And then we're just gonna add in our onions, just like this. Just like this. We're gonna move our onions around, just like that. And then we wait. So you can see the onions soaking up all the juice from the pork chop. Pork chops are almost done. Just a few more minutes. I moved them over to the side so I can go ahead and cook these down. They smell so good already. This looks so delicious. I cannot wait to try this. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out the pork chops and let them rest. We're going to let these rest. They are steaming. I'm going to go ahead and move the onions around like that. I'm actually going to go ahead and put another thing of butter in. Do that. And then we're just going to go ahead and let these cook. In the meantime, I'm going to make some rice and some vegetables. Alright, so our onions look amazing. Look at this. Do they not look delicious? So I'm actually going to take these out. I'm going to put them in my little bowl over here. But we're not done with this pan yet. Alright, so we're going to put our garlic in. Plus, we're going to put our Brussels sprouts in. So then our Brussels sprouts go right in like that. And we're just gonna mix this around, and we're gonna just kind of cook the Brussels sprouts a little bit. If you want to add more butter, you can. I might actually add a little bit of oil to kind of crisp up the Brussels sprouts. Save a little bit of oil and shake this up a little bit. Then you can add in We'll do some salt, some pepper, like that. Get this nice and delicious. If I had some of my sweet chili sauce, I could add that in, but I don't have any at the moment. Used it all, so. Oops. Alright, so I just added a little bit of garlic powder, garlic, salt, and onion powder to this, along with our little smokehouse maple to kind of season them up a bit. Now we're going to prepare our dish. Alright, so here is our completed dish. We have our Brussels sprouts, our pork chop, caramelized onions, and our rice. So let's taste this. Alright, so let's taste this. So I cut up a piece, and I just wanted to show you. Look how, you see how done that is? Not pink in the middle. It looks good. So let's try this. And I do have some onions on here as well. So, ready? That is so good. The onions are very nice caramelized. You can taste the seasoning. Oh. I'm gonna try the pork chop by itself. See, look at that doneness. So good. You can taste the seasoning in the pork chop. The smokehouse maple. So good. So good. I recommend trying this. Well, that does it for this episode of Zelda's Kitchen. Thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Remember to be the best you can be. And remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I will see you all in the next video. Bye.